YouTube. It is a lovely Saturday morning. I am headed to, had 2 calls today. One didn't pick up, so it's a wrap for that. And I called him twice, left a voicemail, so you don't pick up the phone, you're gonna get missed. There's too many times where I'll try to get to hold of somebody. Nah, I'm not doing that. Anyway, hope you guys having a great end of the year. I am wrapping it up. Man, it's been frustrating. It's been great, lucrative, but frustrating. And you guys know, the more customers you deal with, the more you're gonna get some frustrating customers, man. It happens like that. Nothing you can do. You just gotta deal with it. And it's been rough. So one week, like I said, I did like 55 calls, and it's like, whoo, the more customers you deal with, it's inevitable for you to have a couple that are, so, but anyway, yeah, so as I'm wrapping up this year and shutting down, because I'm shutting down the last week of this year, no calls, nothing, just spending time with my family, not going anywhere, being home, just winding down. That's a tough thing sometimes, because even though I am doing that, my wife is not scheduling nothing, but I'm already booked out in January. So, because we shut down our online scheduling, and people still, we shut it down for the rest of the year, and people are still booking in January. Great thing. That's why I encourage people to do it, and then a lot of times why people, I'm realizing, because I'm asking people, well, sorry we couldn't get you sooner. Oh yeah, you were referred to by such and such and such, or such and such and such. And it's like, once people, I've always said it, once people refer you, it's damn near like that's your customer too. So you gotta just make sure that you do them right. Just like every customer, same old same. Oh man, and so yeah, I had to pretty much deal with that frustration as best as I could, because the next week I was only doing 6 calls a day. I'm like, I had to tell my wife, look, I'm not tired of these people. I need to change, wheel it on back down to 6, maybe 7, but 6 is what I'm gonna do. So that's what I've been doing all week. This past week, 6 calls a day. Yeah, it's kind of selfish, but it is what it is. I've been fitting in a couple CODs here and there, because people have been calling me and, hey Mike, return customers. I'm like, okay, all right, I'll fit you in. So I've been doing that. You can't just shut everybody off if you want to. It's tough. You want to keep those same people, especially those customers. They've referred me to a lot of people that made me money, so I have to look out for people when I can, and I will, and I do. So. But other than that, I had to change a couple policies around too, with tenant landlord situations. Like I said, I'm just putting my stuff. You guys probably already have implemented this. Now what I've implemented was, so obviously I didn't do this before, so you guys know. Payment prior to me arriving is gotta be, you gotta pay the service call up front. That's, it can be the same day, it can be there. I'm not gonna get there and do what I gotta do and wait for you to pay at least my service. You gotta pay that up front. So, and I haven't had any problems. We started doing that with the first week in January. In December. No problems with that, paying up front. And once the call, they have to pay for the repair before I leave on site. So if they're paying over the phone or anything like that, my wife has to get a hold of them. They got to pay before I leave, because I think I had 3 customers in the same day. They all end up paying, but they paid like the next day. Then one of them paid the next day after that. This is not invoice upon receipt. You get your invoice after you pay. That's your receipt. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just saying, but especially if you're paying over the phone, because a lot of times those landlords are not there, they're in a different state, and they want it emailed after the fact. Simple, that's fine, but you'll get that after you pay. You need to pay. So yeah, we implemented that. Haven't had any problems. Also implemented this, which we've already implemented, but we've had to put it in bold, because we send a confirmation text out to everybody the day before their appointment. Sometimes 2 days, depending on where they're at, or if we need to reschedule them. But they get a text. If it comes back where it's a landline, she tries to call them and get a hold of. Sometimes we're in Florida. A lot of old people don't have a cell phone. So, but majority of people do. And she texts, and it's fine. We put in that text message, how you make sure if there's any issues with payment. I mean, if it's a landlord situation, let us know. If you're paying with a credit card, there's a fee, blah blah. And if you don't excuse me, if you don't answer the text phone, you will be missed. No exceptions. That's it. But a lot of people tend to work from home nowadays, and they'll be on the phone or doing something. So I'll make sure I'll call twice, but I tend not to text when I'm on the road driving. I don't like to do it. I like to call people, because there's different situations happening. I need to hear somebody's voice. I don't know. It's just the old schoolness in me. I don't know. But unless they request, they say, well, I can't pick up the phone. Just text me when you're on the way. If they request that, then I'll hit my wife up and say, text the customer, I'm heading there that way. She'll do it for me. So that's no problem. But if you're just assuming that, I'm like, I called twice, left a mail, you didn't, and I was home working, blah, blah, well, why didn't you pick up the phone? And then they don't call within because I do wait a couple minutes. They may get 5, they may get 10 minutes, depending on where I'm at. You don't call back within that time frame, you're missed. I'm going to my next job. Simple as that. So, have we lost calls? 1 or 2 here and there. Doesn't matter to me. I get so much work, it's like, I'd rather weed out those people as well. So, you don't want to, every customer is not my customer. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it goes in your business. I have a lot of them, and that's the whole point, having a lot, but everyone is not your customer. You have to weed out the people who you don't want to service. And if I've serviced a customer, I know these people they go up on my list. I'm like, they're never getting serviced again. Simple as that. And I'm not going to be rude about it. We're no longer servicing them. We're just booked out for the next month. You know what I'm saying? You got to make it sound good. So there's a lot of things I'm starting to realize too about the appliance repair industry, that not only do people need technical information, but a lot of people don't know how to deal with customers face to face, up front, when to handle situations. You got to be a quick talker. You have to think on your feet. You got to know how to take the problem off of you and make it either a warranty company problem or a parts problem or something like that, especially if it's something where you slacked on, or just minor. I'm not saying that's how you should run your business and you should always lie to people. No, I'm not saying that. But there's times and there's situations where you have to if you're on a job and you don't really know what's going on, I'm not gonna tell it because I don't know what's going on with your machine. That's not, I'm at least gonna narrow it down to 1 or 2 things. And then if I have to go, leave, because where I'm at, sometimes you don't get service at all. You have to leave the area sometime to go on the internet or find some information where you can go back and then fix the problem. It doesn't happen too much for me now. It did initially, when I was first starting, and a couple years after that. And it's just, you pretty much know how to. Shout out to my boy T, Finagle the Bagel. You gotta know how to maneuver. And it's not just fixing things. And being presentable and being nice to people and knowing how to talk. All those things, count being a good service person, business owner as well. You gotta know how to set policies and all this extra stuff. But mainly, for the guys who've been doing this and worked for somebody and they're starting their own business, you already got the technical aspect down. That's not what you really need. You need to learn the HR side, how to, make sure you handle your business properly, make sure you're actually ran like a company, because, even my wife, me and her talking, is like, I have to let people know this is a real company. This is not like some, fly by night. We have things in place. You need to pay online. You need to pay over. Well, I'm setting the online payment, but you need to pay over the phone or something like that. We can take care of you. Leave invoices. You can get email the invoice as soon as you pay. That's just little things like that. Will make your company look a little better. So I'm not the best. I don't have all the, because I don't use a software software. People ask me what kind of software I use. I use Google. You know, I use Google for a lot of things. That's just what we're used to. Like I said, when you're coming from, you see, my wife did work for, when I was working for a company, she worked for them a couple of years, and they had an older kind of school way of doing things. It works, you know, so we're not gonna, if it's not broke, don't fix it, you know what I'm saying? If we need to make things more efficient for us, then we'll do that. But basically what I'm trying to say, different strokes for different folks, you know? Some people strictly they don't use their paperless, you know? I'm not. It works for me, you know what I'm saying? Works for my region, my area, predominantly older people. I don't want to say old, but, you know, older people. And they like the paper receipts, so that's why I'm sticking with it. If it's been a problem, then I would change it. And a lot of times, I'll listen to customers and their opinions. You know, they say, "Oh, you have a great website. Oh, maybe your voicemail you can change it." Or maybe, you know, I take people's opinions into consideration, and I improve on those. So, yeah, you know, today just wanted to. I only got one job now, so I'm headed to that job, and I get to come back home and relax. So just wanted to make another video for you guys. I gotta shout out my boy Dre's Appliance Repair. Go check out his channel. Young dude, how old is Dre? Early 20s, man, and he's got his own business doing it. You know, I gotta shout out to the young people that are actually working and doing it. I mean, I guess I am young too, you know, but I'm not young. So, but just to get it clear for people how long I've been doing this, I worked for a company for 11 years, and it's been 3 years in business. It's coming up on my 4th year in business. Just to be clear, so people know how much time I've been doing this. I don't know. I think I've already said that and made that clear before. But a couple people want to ask me just a random question, you know. Oh, another thing too. If you guys have any questions to ask me, go on my Instagram. That's the only way. I'm busy. My business email, my wife does not like clutter. I don't either. So she'll just. It's to the point where it's kind of unbearable. So don't email me. Please don't email me. People are going to think I'm ignoring them. I don't even see your email, honestly, because it's my business email. Everything is just all business. I'm pretty sure you guys will understand too. You know, Instagram, I'm on there almost every day, uploading my repairs. Lately, it's been so busy, I haven't been able to even take pictures, but I'm still here and there. But that's where a lot of people ask me questions, and that's where I can answer you. You know, I mean, I don't want people to think I'm not ignoring them or nothing like that. If you don't want to ask me questions on the comments here, just ask me on my Instagram, you know, private DM, and you'll get answered, you know. So, like I said, my email, it ain't gonna happen. You're gonna be mad. You're just gonna be mad because you ain't gonna get a response from me, and there's nothing I can tell you. I was like, you know, go on my Instagram. So, yeah, this might be the last one for the year. I don't know. Like I said, I kind of just do these on how I feel, and time, you know. So I'm really gonna definitely focus on relaxing the last part of this year. Like I said in my last video, it's been a great and prosperous year. I did a lot of things this year, but you know, I've worked, I put in the work. You know, I have to change things around. I have to constantly think about my business and upgrade. But all right, heading to this job now. You guys be safe, be good, do great work, all that good stuff.